and he begged his mom for a bus, or not a bus, a plane ticket. Is that what it was
I can't
that I
remember.
read? Yeah,
They flew there, so I'm assuming, he
yeah,
was wanting to fly back.
his mom got him a, I think it was a plane. May have been a bus or a plane. I'm gonna say plane. And he went to the airport to catch that plane. And he had a bag with him. He had a single bag, and he wanted to go to the doctor at the airport.
Yeah,
I didn't know airports
footage.
had doctors.
I didn't either,
But yeah, apparently airports have doctors. So yeah, there's footage of him going into the airport doctor. And what we know is that he was in there for about 45 minutes. And while he was in there talking to the doctor said a construction worker walked in and needed something. Some say a construction worker, some say an airport employee, but either way, we know that someone walked in and needed the doctor for a moment. And this apparently set Lars off. He mumbled something. The doctor couldn't hear what it was. The doctor tried to calm him down, and he booked it.
He just took off. Like,
out
left
of there.
his shit there.
Yeah, he left his bag, left all of his shit there, and ran.
Yeah,
like he was being
this.
chased by a wild bear.
Yes.
Yeah, and there's video. We'll link the video on Facebook. It is wild.
Yeah, running out of the airport, running across the parking
Running
lot.
across the parking lot.
And scaling a barbed wire fence.
Yeah, he scaled a chain link fence and the top was barbed wire. Didn't slow him down at all. And basically ran into the woods. And that's the last anyone has ever seen of him. And it was just so strange. Like when he first starts running out of the airport doctor's office, he's booking it. But then he gets outside and for a few moments looks to kind of
he's just like casually
strolling.
taking a stroll on the sidewalk.
Yeah, just casually a little strolly jog. He never looks behind him.
Like he would if you thought someone was after you. Like if he was fearful of the construction worker.
Yeah.
I would be looking behind
me. Then he would be looking
behind
him. But he never looked back and just scaled the fence and was gone.
Never seen again.
Never to be seen again. I mean, I don't even know where could he have gone. I cannot wait until you guys see the video footage on our Facebook because it is wild and crazy.
Yeah, because
wild and crazy.
Yeah, because when he first comes into the airport, he stops and talks to a woman,
yeah.
and then goes to the doctor. So he was probably asking her
where the doctor was.
Like he seemed,
but he didn't seem.
He has a backpack. No,
or...
he wasn't. Oh.
No, he just seemed super cash. Like walked up to the woman and talked to her for a second, and then goes straight to the doctor. But yeah, it's crazy. And now, someone said, I saw on Reddit that some dude in Canada swore that he saw him in like 2015. So what would that be? A year later.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, he had no proof that it was him. He gave a guy a ride, and he said that the guy looked just like him. But I mean, why would he go from Bulgaria to Canada? And how would he get there? With his passport?
Right, because I'm assuming he left that he left everything in his bag.
Yeah.
Unless he had his passport in his pocket.
So how would he have even gotten there? So one of the... What's your theory? What let's just talk about the theories. So there's one theory that he was a drug mule.
Yes, or that the second time he was, got into a scuffle with these guys, they forced him to be a drug mule.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm sorry, I'm squeaking again. I have a really squeaky chair. But yeah, the second time is when they forced him to be a drug mule.
Mm-hmm. And that's, I don't know. And that's
basically it. And that I guess he freaked out maybe and left the drugs there at the airport in that bag.
But they didn't find... No, they would have gone through the bag.
Oh, yeah, but no, they didn't find anything. Or maybe they were just on his person.
Right.
I don't know.
They would be on or in him because no person trafficking drugs is going to,
but maybe
sleep in the bag.
Yeah, and maybe he bailed last minute, like freaked out last minute, and then intentionally disappeared to get away from the Russian drug dealers.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a theory. There's another theory that medication that he was on, the antibiotic, could have had some kind of crazy side effects. But
it's very rare.
Yeah, that's what
But,
yeah.
I mean, they always tell you not to drink.
Yeah, and he was drinking, but still, the doctor that they interviewed, it did not seem like they thought that was the case.
And he had no prior history of any kind of, like,
mental
behavior
illness
like
or
this.
anything like that, no. What's another theory? Schizophrenia. But
yeah, it's what it kind of
would have to be late
like.
onset schizophrenia, because schizophrenia usually happens in your late teens, early 20s for men,
but it still can, it still can happen.
Yeah. So that could have happened.
Because that's what it sounds like.
Yeah,
and that really is what it sounds like.
Because it was paranoid. Yeah, he didn't know what that medication was. Blah blah blah. And I guess another theory would be that
I think he could have had a concussion.
Yeah,
or a brain injury.
Could have had a concussion or a brain injury.
I mean, if he was hit hard enough to rupture his eardrum, maybe he had a concussion because amnesia, confusion, disorientation are all
signs of a brain injury. Yeah, and he could have or a concussion, which is a brain injury. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, he could have thought that he saw those 4 guys again. I mean, whenever that construction worker or airport employee or whoever walked in, I mean, he could have seen a monster. I mean, he could have seen one of, you don't know. I mean, what he could have seen if he were hallucinating, which sounds totally plausible to me. Yep. So yeah, I mean, he could have had a head injury that would explain.
That's what I'm thinking, head injury or schizophrenia.
Yeah, that's what I think too. I mean, I don't know why he would just go off and start a new life. I don't believe. Or
that it was all. That was another theory, that it was all set up and he was just
trying to get away. I mean, come on. Why, if you were going to do that, why would you even act so bizarre?
Exactly.
Why would you go to the doctor?
Why would you draw attention? Yeah, why would you draw attention to yourself where you know you're on camera?
And he was wearing a bright yellow shirt. I mean, blindingly yellow. So no.
No, I don't think he was.
If he were doing that, then he was not
really bad at it.
Yeah, he was really bad at disappearing. Well, I don't know. Maybe he's really good at it because he succeeded. But yeah, it wasn't. You could tell it was his first disappearance. But yeah, so that's that. Tell us what you think. Tell us what you think happened to him.
And be sure to watch, I mean, seriously, watch.
Yes. Do yourself a favor. Security. And watch the airport security footage that we're going to post on Facebook. It's crazy. Mm-hmm. But very interesting. And if you want to hear more unsolved mysteries or disappearances or anything like that, because I love doing them. I love missing persons cases. I hope to be one day. Just kidding. I'm totally kidding, unless I'm not. I might run away like Tom Cruise on Cocktail. Let's mention Tom Cruise in Cocktail on every episode.
See, you mentioned it before, and I have already forgotten. So I'm like,
I've
never seen the movie.
Because you've never seen the movie.
And then you told me about it, and now I don't remember. So,
can I just say, your face is glowing right now. You have a natural highlight that's.
My skin is so dry, so I just dumped a bunch of oil on it.
Well, it is working.
And then I put sunscreen. So I'm like, I don't know, 50 SPF before I stepped outside.
I've got to see if this shows up on picture.
No.
I'm not going to show it to anyone.
Delete it immediately.
Don't worry, listeners. We will not show this to anyone. But Matissa has a banging natural highlight right now, and she does not believe me. Look at that.
Ooh.
See?
My skin doesn't look that bad either.
No, oh my God. If you posted this on Skincare Addiction, they would be like, oh. Our lady is here. Well, anyway, guys, thanks so much for listening. Let us know if you want more missing persons cases right on our Facebook wall. Let's have a nice little Facebook community.
Please.
Let's talk.
Yeah.
Right on there. That. Ask us a question and we'll answer it. Or just message us and tell us you love us and we'll say, I love you too. Mm-hmm. You know, just something like that. But anyway, we'll see you next week and we'll do better next time.
Bye.